Okay. Damn thing won't log in. There we go. Alright. I don't see any potential dangerous reflections. That's good. That's nice to see. Okay. Let's start getting to work here. So we need 250 grams of all-purpose flour. Oh no. Use the other bowl for that. — 250 grams. Perfect. Okay. A teaspoon of sugar. 140 mils of lukewarm water. Actually, put that in the big bowl. So that would be exactly 140 grams. Because 1 centimeter, sorry, 1 milliliter of water would be 1 gram of water. Okay, and hello, Comrade Carter. Right, let's go find. You guys aren't gonna be able to see me do this measuring bit because it's over on the by the sink, but it is what it is. Back there. You've had a chance to warm up. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on now. Warm up water. Time to bleep some yeast. That should be good enough. Yeah, should be plenty warm. Yeah, 140 milliliters of water. No, that's 194, 74, 160. Almost. It's 136. Darn it. All right, hold on. Dang it. Oh, it's already about 170. Just that. 34. Ah, 156. No. 148. 44. 38. Just 2 milliliters. That's all we need. And that's 144. That's 138. Oh, that's 140. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we needed. So quickly take that. Try off our little scale. And then we need to add 1 teaspoon of sugar and I think 2 teaspoons of yeast, I think it was. Let's read the instructions real quick. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on. Let's move this over real quick. How much yeast? 1 teaspoon nutrients, dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar to the water. Okay, there's the sugar. Just 1 teaspoon. Great. And 1 teaspoon of instant dry yeast. Cool. Not instant dry, my bad. The active dry. So, all we do then, I think, just quickly stir that up. Make sure that yeast is alive. You see that you got the sugar to eat now. Okay, so we'll wait for that yeast to kind of come up here. Should be about 5 minutes maybe. Once we see it foaming, we'll know that it's alive and ready to work. All right. Now I just wait for that yeast to come up. Actually, unless we got another ingredient for the wrappers I need to measure out, which I don't think I do. Maybe I do. No, I don't. What we're gonna need to do next is gonna be. I'm gonna start the filling until after we're done with the wrapper dough. But for the filling, we're gonna need the handle smooth. Okay, use chopsticks or fork to pour in water and stir. Use your hands to smooth the elastic dough forms. Cover bowl with a wet kitchen towel. Easy enough. Leave rosin in a warm place till double in size. Take about 40 minutes to 1.5 hours. We'll call that 1 hour, depending on room temperature, which I think is a decently warm room. But, I ain't entirely certain. Yeah, okay. Alright. Not too hard. And this doesn't require having a steamer basket, which I don't have. So it should be a little bit easier compared to, well, not that it would be any more or less difficult. It would be, it's just I have the equipment to actually make this, unlike the, which regular valve ones because they need a whole lot of steamer. But because these are pan fried on the bottom and then steamed in the pan on top, I can just straight up make these with a regular one. Uh, what do you mean plus program go? I don't even require like qualify for partner. Why is it thinking I need a fucking plus program thing? The fuck out of here, Twitch. All right. Still waiting on the yeast. No, it was warm water I put it into, so should be okay. Should be okay. Hmm. Wage. Nice thing is between tasks I can still, read the chat and all that. So it's very hard for me to read it when I'm out over in the kitchen because I only my computer's out on the kitchen on like the dining room table, so it's kind of a little bit rather the kitchen tables, and that's a bit far away for me to see. Everything looks okay though. How much scallion do I need? 2 tablespoons of spring onion. Do you need a mince or garlic? Sorry, ginger. 2 teaspoons white soy, half teaspoon sesame oil, quarter teaspoon salt, Sichuan pepper or 5 spice powder, 5 tablespoons of water or chicken stock. Let me see if we got chicken stock in the cabinet. Otherwise, we'll just use water. I didn't specifically check at the grocery store for this because I didn't know what we had. I didn't think it really mattered too much. But let's see what we got. I think we're gonna have to take a rain check on the chicken stock here because I don't think we got any. Yeah, I don't think we got chicken stock. All the fucking apple cider vinegar in the world, but not chicken stock. Okay, well, that's alright with me. Let's use the water. Okay, back to Twitch. From the cabinet. Ah, get out of my head, Google. Okay, well, that says it's done. So As instructed, we are to take some chopsticks and slowly mix in our liquid and then knead it by hand. When I get to that part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to what are my fancy ass metal, my big ones. They're made of metal. What I will do is I will switch to God, what is wrong with my brain, dude? Once am I having a stroke? Like what is going on? I have like no brain at all. Oh, these are really short. Should work anyway though. So you got chopsticks, and then we're gonna slowly bring that in. Need of my hand, but I'll work. Sorry, I remember now. I'll wear gloves because still got the injuries and some of the injuries in my hands and stuff. So gonna need to cover those up. Okay, kind of break up that flour a little bit, make it a little bit easier to mix in. And you especially don't want this like yeasty stuff getting into your cuts and stuff, which I think it just did. Cool. So we're gonna quickly redo my bandages and clean my hands just in case for safety reasons for me, so that I don't get an infection in my hand. Because I am most definitely bleeding again. And we're gonna throw our gloves on right after this too, just in case. You know what? We didn't get injured making mooncakes, so I was due for an injury now. Insert Tarkov bandage noises here. Wrap my fingers up again, and then throw on my gloves. Start kneading this into a dough. Cool. That's done. Glove time. Spy, hello. Hello, first time chatter, or maybe that's just my cookies being reset. That's doing that. Alright. Hello, Spy. We've decided to go back down the torture by learning Chinese cooking rabbit hole. Okay. Oh, ball. I can see it. I just can't really react too good but all I can see is the ball. So, but I know there is a ball. Oh, I can see you as well, Father. Hello. Unless that's Riston. No, it's a whiskey sip. That's Riston. Unless I'm about to look like an idiot when I walk over to my computer and see whose chat that is. Wait, does that say Jiang or Jian? How is that actually? Hold on. That is Riston. I'm right. No, we are not making meatballs. If my name was, oh god, my memory's gone. Oh, does it change? Yeah, it's already changed. Hello Zessa. Ball throws aren't gonna work. Because I don't have the Live 2D up. Oh, Giami. That's the guy who makes meatballs. Beautiful meatballs, by the way. Dude does like absolutely amazing job with that. Does definitely come together. Trying to incorporate the rest of the flour here. And stuck dough pieces. Trying to incorporate it all. Alright, let's go grab our backhoe cutting board from over here to make this a little easier to knead. Okay. So how long do I need to knead this for? Till a smooth elastic dough forms. Okay. I wouldn't quite call her elastic yet, but definitely getting more elastic as we need. Be important for making those wrappers later. Make a smooth dough ball with it. Is it elastic enough for dough balls? Oh yeah, that shit is. Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to pat me with emotes. I'm sorry. If I had a second phone, maybe that'd be a little more viable, but I don't. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I can only ever do cooking streams when my parents are out of the house because I don't want them to know I'm a VTuber. But on those rare occasions, we do get that. We get to have this fun. Uh, ball. Yes. This is like one of the few times you guys get to see like how disgustingly ugly I am. Uh, yeah, this definitely feels and smells like what will be made into a bao bun because I've never done bao before. I definitely rolled like a 0 on the like. Do I get the Italian disgusting hair gene? And I lost that roll hard. Very roll a nat 0 on that bitch. I'm not gonna compliment fish or nothing. This is how I am. That was the debuff I was given. I'd be too fucking powerful. I got the cooking skill and the didn't get the fucking hair curse. I can cook. That I got going for me. If I looked like the VTuber model, I'd probably be married by now. But hey, it is what it is. Plus, Quentin the art. At least if you go off like the scaling of, well, if you go off the scaling of the rifle, I'm tiny. If you go off of the scaling of me next to other people, I'm much taller than I appear in my model. Scaling of the rifle, I'm like wishy size, but anything else, I look a lot taller than that in the art. Thankfully. All right. Oh, mods can if that's a spy's message, can you allow that, please? I can't. It's too blurry from here. It's gonna be a very uniform dough, which is nice. It's definitely elastic. At least elastic enough, you know. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to interview myself. Oh, never mind. That's not spy. That's a fucking bot. Of course it is. Of course it's a bot. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna go against Twitch TOS and bot my own streams for nothing. Like I can literally gain nothing from botting. It's not gonna make what I do any more fun. So, I don't think it's kind of like pizza dough, honestly. Maybe it's a drier pizza dough. Try and kind of tear this open a little bit. And, oh, that'll definitely become a. Well, I'm looking at how that tears. What's that? Cooks and steam, fries and steams, and all that. Okay. I'm understanding now. Like, I'm getting the building blocks, like, slowly. And I'm glad Ari pushed me in the direction of starting with originally with Kanto stuff before with the snow skin mooncakes and all that, because that's like so much easier. All right, so this needs to rise. We'll find a bowl for it to rise in. I'll go with this one. All right, slap that bitch in there. Cover it in a wet paper towel for about an hour for it to double in size. Coolio, coolio. Kitchen dog indeed. Alrighty. Yeah, it's gonna be 1 hour. Yeah, warm place. Which kitchen towel? Do I even have any spare kitchen towels? I fucking hope so. It's gonna be a problem if I don't got more. Because we don't have a lot of kitchen towels in this house. I think you are a kitchen towel. No, you're like a ShamWow type of deal. Shit. Okay. Well, are you a placemat or a kitchen towel? You look like kind of like a kitchen towel. We'll just swap them out. It should be warm enough in here, honestly. Is that gonna cover it? Absolutely. Okay, I'll get this a little bit damp so that it don't. Because wet would be really bad. So make a mess. But these damp ones won't drip too much. It won't be too bad to deal with. So we'll quickly throw that up over the top so that it can rise for a little bit. Maybe try and get it in the sun. There ain't really a lot of sun coming through though today. So I just kind of have to be good enough. Cool. All right. So we will dry our hands again. And while we set ourselves a timer, and while that goes down, what we can do is clean and then start up the filling of our dumplings. Whether Bauer buns or I don't know. I don't know the linguistics of this shit. I just know how to cook. 1 hour timer. Google Chrome. Cool. So let's take these guys and quickly clean them off. Get that out of there. Might have overkneaded it a little bit, but it should be okay. Especially as kind of hydration will spread through the dough. In theory, I think that's how it works. I don't know, man. I'm just a dumbass, fucking redneck accountant trying to make things I'm like not qualified for. Alrighty, it's pretty good. So let's get started on our filling. So what we need to do is we're gonna need 250 grams minced pork. It's 9 ounces. Doesn't matter because we use grams in this kitchen anyway. Because we aren't heathens. Despite being an American, I prefer to use metric units for this stuff because it's just it's more precise than ounces, and it's also just easier and doesn't deal with bullshit like ounces and pounds. You just have grams and kilograms, and that's it. No bullshit, no nothing. So, because we're about to handle raw pork, let's give some gloves on and measure out 250 grams raw of that ground pork. Oh, actually, we gotta prep fucking scallions first. Um, Joe, you. Oh, and the ginger. Joe, you fucking dumbass. Gotta skip half the damn steps. So we got fresh ginger. I'm gonna peel that with the back of the spoon because that's what I always saw the YouTubers do. And then I'm gonna mince that up into how many grams of ginger? Hello, internet. Hello, Zessa. What a nice squibby. Anyway, um, snakes, deers, cats. Fucking got the whole ass zoo in here. Alrighty. We need half a tablespoon of minced ginger. Fuck me. I bought that whole thing for half a tablespoon of minced ginger. Alright, well, let's get started. Can you guys see the cutting board? No, not really. Fuck. Alright, hold on. Oh, there. Okay. That seems acceptable. Our spoon. Where is my chef's knife? It's way too fucking big for the job. What the hell am I gonna do? Ginger roots. Try and make it a little more visible, y'all. So you can see what I'm actually doing. Damn, ginger's hard to peel. Oh, go with the other side of the spoon. It's a little fucking easier. Okay, actually, we're gonna just cut the nubbins off because those are way too hard to peel around. As much as I don't like waste, this is too much of a pain in the ass. I don't know why the YouTubers do it this way. This is a pain in the ass. This sucks. Alright. Ginger will stay good at keeping the freezer hot. Thank you. Because we might make this again if it's fire, which it looks. I mean, it's fucking pork and steamed buns and pan fried on the bottom. It's not. This ain't gonna taste bad. Fucking pain in the ass. There you go. A little bit of leverage comes off way nicer. It's only a matter of time till I do something dumb. We get like one of those same shit different. I don't know if y'all seen that meme. I mean, I know like some of you guys on like Night Server have definitely seen it. The same shit different day meme, where the blue collar guy worker fucks up one of his tools and whacks his finger and shit. Can anything that's not pretty, I'm kind of taking off here because I don't really have much experience working in ginger, fresh mints or otherwise. I was trying to find minced ginger in the grocery store because I didn't feel like mincing it myself because I'm a lazy bastard, and I couldn't find it anywhere because I live in the fucking food line in the middle of North Carolina, and Well, eventually I go actually find a real ginger because I'm like, okay, well, if I can't get minced ginger, I'm just gonna fucking mince it myself. And and I find it finally, not in any sort of Chinese area, right, or any sort of Asian cooking area. Yeah, the hello, Dick Moose. Oh, wait, oh, it's not the zesta squib. That's the Ari squib. Damn, I'm blind as shit. Okay, what the hell was I talking about again? Oh yeah, I finally find it, and it's labeled under Brazilian ingredients, fresh ginger root. What kind of fuck ass bullshit is that? Oh, that's supposed to be that fibrous? Oh damn. Alrighty then. Yeah, bitch to mince this. I'm like garlic. Fuck. Sometimes if I'm doing like really fancy ass pasta sauce, I'll do the whole like Goodfellas prison garlic thing. But today ain't a razor blade kind of day, and we're mincing, not chopping. So, god damn, this shit's tough. Holy fuck. Yeah, I don't bother peeling it. I scrub down, use it for fine degrader. Okay. Is it supposed to be like all fibrous and shit on the inside, or am I using like a piece of the ginger that's too small to mince? There's a lot of ginger from Brazil. Maybe some say country origin. Okay, root ginger's like that. All right, all right. I was Italian support for remembering names of Italian dishes for Ari like the other day on one of her streams that she was doing a Battlefield with Air Show and Ace and the others. Now I need to like Chinese support to come in and make sure I'm not fucking up like all this stuff. You really don't like being cut. Definitely smells like ginger, that's for sure. Like most of my stuff that I've handled ginger wise has always been pickled. It's a little different working with. Like you couldn't remember the name of like risotto or something like that. So like chunks just ain't coming apart. Which just what I actually need. Oh yeah, pickled ginger's awesome. Um, only half a tablespoon or teaspoon? Half tablespoon of ginger. Okay, okay, that's actually kind of a lot, but this should do it. We'll come back apart once we do our proper mince. Yeah, there's your half tablespoon of ginger. Minced up ginger. There you go. A little too much waste for my liking, but what's the guy gonna do? Is that right for spring onions or scallions? Same thing. Okay. Need a little receptacle for my two. What was it? 2 tablespoons of this stuff. Yeah, 2 tablespoons spring onion finely chopped. That looks like a good receptacle. I don't fucking know. It's my parents. I didn't buy the house. It ain't my house. Just the stuff's here and I use it. Okay. But even if I don't use all the onion right now, I'll just eat it. So, like, just straight up because I just like green onions that much. So, this should be pretty easy to do today. Yeah, clean them off real quick first. Even though they have been cleaned at the store, I don't really trust that entirely. So we're gonna just double up on that cleaning. Plus the bulb ends are getting chopped off anyway, so ain't too big a deal. Grunions. Your boy loves some grunions though. It's a good vegetable. Damn good vegetable. Some grunions. So I'm gonna kind of cut off the root tips here. Cause ain't nobody wants to fucking eat onion root. That shit's ass. And then that kind of very top fibrous bit up here really isn't too good either. It ain't really choppable, so go leave that over there. We've gotten down now to the part that actually tastes pretty dang good. There you go. Green onion. Kind of mix it up a bit here. 2 tablespoons of green onion. Right. Yeah. We won't waste the rest of that. We will use that for later. Just a little bit more. Take a little sandwich bag and throw that in there. What? Uh, I think I'm missing some context on that message because I wasn't able to, read chat while using it. Not exactly a winning combination, safety wise, to do that. All right, so we got those dealt with. What else we need? Obviously, our meat itself, but anything else that needs to be prepped. Fairly dried. I don't think so, but just in case, we always check. No. So get started on the meat, I guess. So we need 250 grams, I think it said, of the meat. Oh yeah, Smithfield. Yes, 250 grams of the meat, I think. No, I'm not really sure what you're referring to. Green onions. Okay. Oh man, another. That's an unidentified squibby. I ain't seen that one before. Let's see. Yeah, 250 grams of minced pork. And as soon as we're done handling the raw meat, we're gonna change our gloves here. 244. 256. Oh, there you go. Exactly 250. And actually, it leaves like another half to use later if I want to make it again. Perfect, perfect. So we'll switch to gloves real quick while we add some non-raw things into there. So we're gonna add. And we'll switch our gloves again to touch it. But take those. Oh! So next up's gonna be we're gonna add quarter teaspoon of salt. Plain ass salt. Okay. I need a half, quarter and a half. Quarter teaspoon salt. Half a teaspoon sesame oil, which we do have in the cabinet. Back here, I think it's toasted, but it should taste really fucking good if it's toasted anyway. So everything tastes good with sesame oil. Yeah, half teaspoon of sesame oil. Is that what I wanted? Just double check. Yep. Great. Two teaspoons of light soy sauce. Where's my whole last teaspoon? Soy sauce. Just one, right? 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce. Okay. Perfect. And then onions and the ginger. Onion. Ginger. One pinch Chinese 5-spice powder. Yeah, I got the 5-spice in here, don't I? Maybe I don't. Yeah, I think it's in the other thing. There it is. 5-spice. Space spatters in. That took me a year to find, by the way. I've been putting this off for a year because I can't find the damn ingredients. Fuck me. Okay. Let's go there. 5 spice powders in. That's in. That's in. That's in. And I need 5 tablespoons of water. For some reason. All right. Well, we can just throw it in. Really, any old cup here. 5 tablespoons of water. Okay. All right. That was a tablespoon. Yes. Because we ain't got chicken stock, so gotta use the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna use those chopsticks again, I believe. Once I am. Oh, we gotta add it spoon by spoon. Oh, fuck it. Well, I can just eyeball that out. That's not really difficult. I'm gonna quickly switch up here. Alright, time to start mixing. We'll only touch it with the right hand, so the left hand's left free. Damn, that smells good. Even raw, I almost want to eat that because of how good it smells. Meat. It's supposed to be stirred up with, I'll probably use a spoon for this one, actually. Make my life a little bit easier. Or a fork. No, the chopstick would probably be best. But I'll use a different pair of them for it. Actually, no, use the metal ones. It'll be easier to clean later. Actually, I'm just going to take my gloves off entirely and change them so that we can deal with this properly. 2 hands and all that. Probably make it pretty damn wet and bank it, but I know what happens when I'm permitted to think. That's not getting like unworkable wet. It's getting reasonably wet. Number 4 goes in. Not sure if they want this like refrigerated. I would think, right? Till it's time. Yeah, the instructions said to swirl it in a constant direction, right? Cool. Okay, that looks like filling to me. Okay, that can't be used. No. Okay, so we've done that. Yeah, I am gonna refrigerate that. Um, just to make it a little easier to manipulate later. And put the rest of the ground pork into a bag. In case you want to make this again later. Do the same thing, putting the ginger in a bag and freezing it. How much longer we got left on the old hour making buns? Probably put the ginger just in the fridge for now, because if I freeze, it's gonna take multiple days to unfreeze it. Well, actually, it might only take one day, but don't want to risk it. Right, manipulate the raw meat. After that, veggies. Start putting away things like soy sauce. Ain't gonna need them. Cool, cool. How much longer we got on the old? We'll let the other thing rise. 22 minutes. Okay. That was really easy. What the fuck? me under the impression this whole time this is gonna be super hard to make and all that and all that. Okay. So now we wait. Not gonna be much to see until that's all ready to go. Actually, we can continue to clean though. I think we want to kind of get this shit out of the way because I'm gonna need this area for making, actually frying it later. You have flat surface to work on too. So, all right, you can go away because it's just gonna be divided into 20. I think. Actually, we'll leave you around in case we need you later. But for the most part, I think we're kind of done. All that stuff. Okay. Take our fucking generic salt, throw that back in the cabinet. That's a thing. High wyvern safer. There's a ball. Okay. Over here. Kind of wipe down the thing. Just kind of corral this over to here. Kind of just wipe it up. There we go. That filling smells so good though. I guess that is kind of maybe that's like there's the generic pork dumpling filling or something. I don't know. I have no frame of reference. This is my first time cooking something. It's not like a dessert. So this will be an experience. Let's see. How are you all doing today? While we wait. Do I have a bench scraper? Maybe I do. I don't know. Perhaps. Doing good. Glad to hear that, Exxon. The only thing that stinks about cooking streams is because I have to do it when I'm at home alone, right? But that means that if I'm home alone, I have to clean the kitchen completely alone. Which normally, if I'm cooking for my parents, the rules are, if I cook, they clean. But that does not happen. Okay. Got our trusty Dr. Pepper over on the table next to the computer. Okay. Man, I hate waiting for this thing up to rise. Wish I could like, fast travel to my dough wrap being risen. Okay, 17 more minutes. At least it's moving. Okay. Dang, maybe I should just stream this time every day. Malaysia Airlines offer new wide-body aircraft 2026 order to replace the A350. Maybe the A350 is too expensive. They want to go to 330 Neos. 7.8s are an option too, but you're not going to get one quick. I know Malaysia has 330 Neos, so I would think it would probably just be standardizing the 330 Neos and then just selling the 350s for what they can get them for. Odds are, if anybody's going to snap up 350s, it's probably going to be Delta. Just because they got, it just if somebody's going to be buying a used airplane, it's going to be them. It's kind of their whole thing is they'll just snatch them up and all that. But I don't think Malaysia operates 777s anymore. I think they used to. Could be tripping, but I think they got rid of them. I think they also are operating they got rid of their 380s as well. Now I think they operate max 8s and are ordering max 10s. Yeah. Well, also they had the um Hajj commutes that the 380 are useful for. Say commute as if it's not flying all the way from fucking Malaysia to Saudi Arabia, but you know what I mean. Okay. A thing that I'm not really sure I could pull off successfully would be pleating out all the doing the pleats to shapes and debow themselves. That's something I don't really know how to do. Apparently, it's supposed to be the size of a golf ball. Interesting. So you divide it into 20 equal portions once it's ready. Alright, only 9 more minutes. Excuse me. Sorry. Is it getting fast enough? Almost there. Almost. So apparently these things are like the size of like golf balls or something, which will be interesting because my hands definitely ain't golf ball size working or aren't size for working with golf ball sized objects. All right, what do we got left? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Almost done. Soon we escape. Almost done. 3 minutes. You know, I should probably be investigating whether I got something that can actually effectively cover that pan. Uh, make sure I don't get needlessly injured. Okay, I'll move that over there real quick. That's a 28 centimeter pan, basically. I got a few lids. Should at least one of them should at least work on it. What about you? Too small? What about you? Way too small. That's disappointing. Um, how about this one? Different brand, but it fits. Perfect. 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 A perfect dish, and that's all we really need. So, not a big deal. All right. Oh no, that's basically a reflection machine. I ain't like that one bit. Can I use like a light to interfere with the reflection? Maybe I just don't reflect in the thing. Oh, I don't really reflect in it. Okay. We'll use the light to kind of make that reflection a little shittier. Cool. If 30 seconds. So, nice. Make us ourselves a nice little surface to work on over here. Okay, there's our timer. Should about double button size by now. The claim was 40 to 90 minutes, so really anything in between would have been just fine. Oh yeah, that doubled in size. Look at this dough. Look at this dough. Kind of roll this out a bit. I don't think we need to punch it down. At least I don't think. And it's going to cut down to 20 even portions. Yeah, flopping. Oh, damn. It's over average. I got a bench scraper? I think I do. It's about uniform there. I'll make about 20 golf ball size chunks, so that's pretty good. Okay. Where is my bench scraper? So I can look all fancy and famous and shit. Huh. Do we not own a bench scraper in this house? I swear to God. People are heathens. I live with heathens. I live with heathens that do not know how to maintain like good stock in the kitchen. Fucking hell. Alright, well we'll go for I guess a normal-ish knife and start working on cutting that up, I guess. Start with half. That'll make four, so kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Let's add a little bit longer. Actually, it's not exactly equal. We do need a little more off this to kind of maybe start here. Kind of go. 1, 2. Kind of 1, 2, 3. Kind of. Yeah, I think kind of like that. Some of these are just going to be bigger than others, I think. See, take this little bit off this guy. Slap onto the other. It's going to be a little big. That's okay. We like big things. Consistent. Cut that nubbin off there. You're an idiot, Joe. That's supposed to be cut into five into. Gotta patch you back together. I'm a little dumb. Just a little. Just a little. They're getting cut in half twice. You don't even need to stretch it out that much. So you have twice the size of a golf ball. 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Balance this out a bit here. Not exactly uniform, but function. Vaguely the right size. It's definitely not like equal in size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So these big ones can kind of lose a little mass and have it patched onto them. I think that's as good as we're going to get it. So, start assembling. Oh, you're not a smart one. There we go. That's a way to save space. Okay. Um, so meat. Press it down to my palm, kind of like I would have mooncake. And we'll start kind of chopsticks here. Kind of roll it out a bit here. Oh yeah, she's springy. Oh, I mean, I think that's workable. I got no frame of reference, so he's where he's gonna have the ball with it. A little thing to scoop with. Take a little bit of fill in here. Okay, and we're very careful with the instructions on how to pleat them. Does that look right? Like size wise? Okay. See if we can stretch this out a little bit more here. Oh, my pleats are bad. I'm kind of afraid to pick it up in a way. Gotta stretch a bit up over the top more. All right, that's our first attempt. It's gonna be a learning experience. Probably looks a little more like a skew than than a bow bun, but you know what? That's just the first attempt. I'm gonna probably want to roll this out a bit thinner. Give me some more real estate to work with. Put a little too much filling in that. Maybe we didn't roll it out quite thin enough. No, it's too much. Just a little bit. Give her a little bit more than that. Let's get a taste some more pork. There we go. Dude, my dumpling pleats are so ass. Oh my god. I mean, they should be edible. It's just that was not very good work. Kind of try two, because I've heard two works better as well. Oh, I see why two works better. It wasn't as strong. Okay. You know what? So at least that one like kind of got covered, so it's not the end of the world. Yep, cooking again. Oh, she was not pretty. It's workable, but not pretty. I don't think any of these are gonna be pretty. You know, I don't really like that. I think I'll go to just a single. It's kind of what I get for not making proper dough balls. That might be a bit overfilled, but what's got to do, right? Up, stretch over, pinch, pinch, stretch over, pinch, stretch over, pinch. Really stretch it, pinch, stretch and pinch, 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 pinch. Acceptable, but not great. Yep. I mean, these are going to be edible one way or another, right? But like, they definitely don't look very good. They don't look like the pictures exactly. All right, that's actually a decently even shape. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna go left. We're gonna go up, right, turn it just a little bit so that that faces down. Down, left, up, right. One more time. Down, left, up, right. It's like working with pizza, kinda, except for like all the parts that are totally not. Fuck you, dude. Oh, there you go. That's a little bit closer. Definitely not grandma tier, but we're learning. We're learning slowly over time. Checking the chat real quick. Oh my, that's misshapen. Let's kind of roll that back in. Kind of try and smoothen that out. Ooh, that's not a good one. Okay. Just a little misshapen, but edible. And we're doing this for stream, not for me to eat, not for anything terribly fancy anyways. Who gives a shit? Not exactly writing a house husband application at this one. Or am I? Ooh. This could be yours. I need the tax deduction, and you need food. Live in accountant. Fresh from dog tech. He cooks. He cleans. He does your books. I didn't realize it was this easy to just make standard ass ugly ones. If I knew that, I would have made these a long time ago. Although we still needed to find 5 spice powder, which we only now just found. But hey, what's got to do? This was probably a little overfilled, but whatever. Just more meat. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, it's definitely overfilled. hold their structure kind of well, like better than I expected. But if this is this easy to make, shumai must be even easier to make. Looks a little bit better. Maybe, yeah, I think my problem is I'm just overfilling them. Oh, Give it a little more filling because we only got 6 left. I've got more confident at wrapping them. Probably underfilling them a bunch, but I cut it in half here. One here. Kind of cut it into, spread out into chunks here so I can easily divide it up between the last 6. Maybe. I definitely did not use up enough. I cooked fucking. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was almost really bad. Okay, that's really thin. Should be able to take that. Maybe take that scoop. We're gonna find out. That's too much. Go with the smaller amount over here. Oh, it's gonna be a rough one. This isn't gonna go nice. Oh, oh, maybe we can. Maybe we can make this work. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I slightly overfilled it. Not the end of the world though. Okay, that should be able to accept pretty good amount that they're filling. Don't want to go overboard completely here, but they only got 4 balls left. So actually, 1, 2. Kind of push that towards 2. That should be workable for the last 4, actually. That should be an okay amount of filling. Okay, 3 more. Yeah, no, we did our math around here. Oh, this is not going to play. Alright. Just try hard for this one. Really stretch it up over the top. Oh no, there ain't really enough space on the old thing for all these pellets. Should be able to fit all of them in there at least. So much meat. Really roll these out a lot to make sure we can actually cover them. There's not much I can do. Okay, last one. Or last bun. Oh, ain't that hilarious? Get every bit of stray filling in here. Get in the last bun. Holy. There you go. 20 buns. These beauties. Look at that. Oh, oh that was painful. All right. Leave to rest 15 minutes before frying. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. There's a 15-minute timer. We can talk to chat. Thank you, thank you. That was my first time doing that. That was that. I have never done that before. 15-minute timer. All right. So what do we got in our steps? So frying pan over high heat. Oh wow. 30 seconds to crisp them up. Okay. Oh, it's a fast cooking process. Okay. It's all done over high heat. Just crazy, but who am I to judge or any of that? Like, so it's definitely inconsistently filled. I can see that, like, with my, just from looking from the top. But they're not being flipped upside down, so they should just cook fine. And still be equally delicious. Alrighty. How much time we got left? 12 minutes. Okay. It's acceptable, I guess. Compared to the mooncakes, this is a much better cook time. I think we're gonna have to do like 10 and 10. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all 20 in the pan. Looks like you can fit them pretty densely in there, though. Almost done. Thank you, Cesfa. Thank you. It's yeah, about 8 more minutes, I think, before the timer ends, and we can start frying these up. Oh, my body parts all hurt. Maybe I do need to get once I have the money again. I can get the thingy. The clocks don't end. I hate waiting. It's like nothing to do. I keep hearing like things moving in the house, and I like panic, thinking it's my parents, and then oh no, it's not. It's just your fucking stupid cat, just like just jumping around, acting like a fool, sounding like a door near the door. It's, just, it's typical cat behavior, honestly. I very disappointing. Don't get me wrong, I still very much appreciate Night, despite being a cat, but ugh, these animals they do not behave. But my hands are just a little bit too big for that. Apparently, they're supposed to be golf ball size, but let's be honest, my hands are not sized for golf balls. So that's what we got. What flavor cat? Stupid. He was raised by a dog too, if you include me. So he doesn't really do the whole cat thing. I remember once there was a mouse in a kitchen, the old place I used to live, and when he had a chance to attack it, and he saw it clear as day right in front of him, he's staring right at the damn thing. You know what he fucking does? He just stares at it and watches it run away. Um, Orange stupid, but you put him into a black and white stupid box. I'm now realizing what's in my kitchen. Well, my parents' kitchen. If you guys see any politically looking merchandise or anything like that, that does not reflect my personal views. My personal views are kind of nothing, but that's just what my parents happen to have in the house. So I haven't really got control over that. So basically, it boils down to how much water for steaming it. few 140 milliliters of water, approximately 1 cup. Okay. Yeah, 1 cup of water. 240 mils is almost exactly the same. It's really 250-ish, but what am I gonna the hell am I gonna do about it? Okay. There's our water. There's sesame all over here. We've rolled chopsticks out of the way. This guy can just go wherever this guy's gonna go, which is probably the dryer. But that's alright. Take our knife out of the way, get rid of that. Because that's just gonna get cleaned out. Filling and filling spoon. Gonna clear out everything out of the way that we ain't need. So, which oil is need? Tablespoon of oil. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna have to go 10-10 on that. Just looking at it, I think that's gonna be how it works out. Oh, so almost there. 2, 1. Time to cook. 1 tablespoon. We're gonna use the toasted sesame oil because that's what we got. Should be delicious though. So who cares? High heat. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be 10-10. Totally fine though. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So this needs a receptacle for these things. Probably this plate should work fine. 2 plates. Yep, that's definitely toasted sesame oil heating up. smoking, isn't it? Add a little bit more oil to make sure that we can actually cover the thing. It's fucking obnoxious on there. How long about that next supposed to take? Must be pretty fucking hot. Come on. Cover the whole damn thing. No, that's not hot enough yet. Fuck. Ow! Son of a bitch! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Be smart. Starting to golden up. Nice and crispy. Ow! What are you looking? Oh, fuck. Shit. That looks golden brown to me. Yep, y'all look golden brown. Okay, now I gotta be fast. And let it to steam until it's all evaporated off, is what the claim is. We're supposed to do that over. Hey, high heat, not that. God, look at the steam, the plume of steam coming out of that. How much steam coming out of this? Look at that jet of steam. Oh, that was a notification. What was it? Cooked out out of cooked out of trouble. There we go. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Now, they may be a little misshapen because it's our first time trying this, but I think these are going to come out pretty damn good, taste wise. And it's pork. It's pork inside of in a bun. Like I mean, I am cooking. Excuse my pronunciation here. Sheng Jian Bao, which is a pan-fried pork bao bun from I believe Shanghai, China. That's commonly eaten for breakfast, but I'm eating it in the afternoon because it's the afternoon and I don't feel like rolling out of bed on a Sunday morning to make it for breakfast. Okay, all right. You're in Flushing. All right. Yeah, I used to do a lot of work up in New York, so familiar with the general, like where it is. I just don't go there normally specifically. Oh, make mine with chicken instead of pork. Okay. Pretty close to Steve Hand. Come on. I, I know we had that like Aurora Borealis kind of recently, but damn. Yeah, there definitely are. This is my first time making any kind of bad bun in general, so the pleats on the top to kind of close it up are terrible. But I mean, that doesn't change how they taste, so should work out. Normally, my kind of normal like type of cooking I do is it's usually either just Southern U.S. stuff or barbecue. So we've kind of been challenged by a few friends of mine to step away out of that comfort zone and do something a little different, and that's what we've been doing. Almost done. I was told to go until the water's completely evaporated. And then we can start our second batch over here since they wouldn't all fit in the pan. Yeah. Oh, it'll be fun to taste test one of them or a few. I left like there's enough ingredients left over for me to make it a second time. So if I wanted to do so later in the week, test what I've learned from like mistakes and stuff like that. So I always tell my friends, it takes 2 tries for me to learn a food. You just got to give me one chance to screw it up, and a second one, like a little bit of like a week to do some research or a few days, and then we're done. The cooking itself is probably maybe 10 minutes itself at most. It was took me about an hour for the dough to rise. To make the doughs maybe 10 minutes. For the filling, I made while the dough rose, and it only took me about maybe 25 minutes to do that, maybe 30 minutes. So call it maybe 3 hours, start to finish, if you ain't fast. The better you are at making at kind of forming everything, yeah, the quicker you can go. But kind of trash, so we're slow. All right, it's almost boiled off now. Oh damn, it was so good. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Like I probably with a lot more practice could get it down to like 2 hours or less. Maybe if I'm lucky, I could get her down to maybe 90 minutes. And if I had like help, I could probably do it pretty damn quick. The big struggle has definitely been though, like finding ingredients because where I am in the South, it's just really hard to find certain stuff. Like it took me about a year to find five spice powder. Like that took 11 months. When I got here, where I currently am in about January, and about now I've I finally found it, and that's what let me make this. It just took forever to find that. All right, almost done. Almost done. The way it hits the kitchen with like all that humidity at once is crazy. Almost. Man, since that last pit boiling off, it just always feels like it takes forever, even if it doesn't. Oh, that's because it came off the spring came off again. Yeah, some heat would probably help that finish up. It's one problem with that stupid thing is like the hold there, it just goes away. There we go. That'll finish it. Now, if I did this right, the juices from the pork and the soy sauce and all that were in the filling should just seep right into the bun. And it shouldn't get soggy at the bottom, even if there's too much, because we crisp that up by frying it first. Oh, fuck, that smells good. A little sesame seed garnish. Probably pick that out. Where is that little bottle of sesame seeds? If we can find it. There it is. Roasted sesame seeds. I don't feel like grabbing the green onions out of the fridge. Maybe we do like a nice photo for our Enzo, then we can do all that. And they're not stuck, are they? Nope, they ain't. Well, I don't think they're ready. Oh yeah, they are. Now the hard part's grabbing them out. My chopstick skills are not very confident right now because I'm just trying to keep them pretty so I don't break them. There we go. Go for the small one first. Get, come on. Chalk down. There we go. A little more leverage that way. Come on now. There you go. Oh, look at that. Look at the bottom. Look at the big guy. No. Don't come open. Pretty. All right, let's get the second batch ready. Replenish that oil. Oh yeah, nice sturdy street food oil. All right, lit up with 1 cup of water again. Now we'll grab the green onions out of the fridge for the pretty photo too. Okay, grab my green onions in the fridge. There they are. I'm gonna dump out that oil and go for fresh oil. There we go. Clean that out real quick. Now we go for our fresh oil here. Put it back on high heat. That's the oil, all the oil we'll need, probably. Look at these. That's about they're pretty garnished, but not a bad start if I do say so myself. Look at that. That's just, I was told that I should also attempt at some point putting the barbecue pork, Carolina barbecue pork I normally make into bad buns at some point. I was told that that would be very, 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 very good. That and some brisket if I can do that up. But brisket takes me a lot of time and is expensive, so I might just buy like 1 pound of brisket from a local really good barbecue place that I know and do it that way. Oh yeah, that's plenty hot. That should do it. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give them a chance to kind of cook up in here. Nice golden brown. Don't reach down to the oil, you stupid idiot VTuber. Almost golden brown. Brown. Yep. Oh yeah. No, no, we're definitely set. We're definitely good to go on the. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, come on. See, I don't have quite the dexterity my friend. Some other people do. Whoa, shit. Whoa. All right. All right. You made your point. You've made your point. We'll get these going on the steam in just a second. There we go. Come on. Kind of just spread them nice and even. There we go. All right. Have that lid ready because it's going to hurt if I don't. Dude, they are crazy for doing this willingly. That is fucking absurd. That is the most unsafe part of cooking this dish. Holy shit. I guess it's worth the danger if it tastes good, but fuck me. That is violent as hell. Maybe that was too much oil, or whatever. Fuck, dude. That is not fun to deal with. They're just spraying up oil everywhere from that. And I know that's what's gonna happen, at least to an extent when I do it, but fuck. That was a lot of oil, a lot of spray. Not nearly as bad as last time, but sorry, not as little as last time. Damn. Well, now we just let it steam. Probably could have reduced the heat before doing that, and I probably would have saved myself at least a little bit. Yeah. Well, the exterior hood's not that big a deal. It was the oil spraying onto me that was the problem. I'll need to get more sesame oil if I'm gonna do this again later this week. Uh, I think he's got to be really fucking fast too, and I was not really fucking fast that time. Kind of nudge these guys a little bit further away from the edges so they cook a little better. There you go. There you go. They need a rest and all or anything, or no, not really. Once they're done, they're done. It does look really cool, despite the danger. Apparently, these are supposed to be like golf ball size, but I don't have golf ball size object hands, so it was a little, it came out bigger. I don't think y'all could really fault me for that though. And I'll probably post on post on Twitter and Discord. There we go. I think eventually, once I got a new job, I can start working on uh, upgrading to having a tracking phone so that I can still use my Live 2D model while I do this. Where is my oven mitts? And yeah, the vent above my stovetop doesn't actually go anywhere. The extractor hood just goes to nothingness. Just basically a fan under a fucking microwave. Because apparently we just do that in American houses where we just have entirely fake extractor hoods. Is that a squirrel on my damn bird feeder? Better not be. No, 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 it ain't. Just a really ugly bird. Okay, okay. Safe for now. But this is also kind of the only kind of bad ones I can really make now because I don't have this proper steamer. I just got the pan. So much steam. Okay, there's almost nothing left. I actually give it a few more seconds here. A little bit more time. Yep. All right, we're done. Be safe if you're removed. We're gonna just take it off heat. Let's move these guys over. No. Here, so you guys can actually watch me move them. Come on. Come on. Shit. Stop. Stop doing that shit. Fucking hell. I do not have the hands for this, man. Especially with my fucking gift getting hurt like that. Before. Here. Fuck, dude. Sick and tired of that shit. There we go. There we go. We'll make these extra pretty. Sprinkle a little scallion on them. Or attempt to sprinkle a little bit of scallion on them. The seeds. Okay. Then you guys are gonna lose the camera for just a second while I take a picture of it. I'll go reopen Camo Studio real quick. Reconnect to the PC and then we can raid. Oh. Huh? No, I'm not Asian, like, physically in the slightest, no. Nor have I ever lived in Asia. I can just cook. Huh? What does it say? Videos being restricted? Camera. There we go. Okay. Now we can test one. Now I got my pretty picture. Oh, I'll go take one of the little ones off this split. Holy shit, that's fucking amazing. Wow. That was well worth 3 hours of cooking time. Alright. Now we got our answer. Let's go find somebody to raid. What VTubers we got? Ooh, Wishy. I haven't rated her in forever. Yay. Start one up. Start one up. Thank you all for coming today. It was so nice to see everybody. Thank you for watching me cook and do all that. Oh, that was really good, and we will probably make this again later this week. Because damn, that's some good food. All right, everybody, be nice to Wishy. She made my live CD model. Very smart, very cool, great artist, great Tarkov player too. Super fun. Probably like the nicest person in all of VTubing. So, be kind, represent us well. Goodbye. Oh, join my Discord, follow me on Twitter more if you want more. You can find that in my little panel things. Right.